is Light and Bone Tarot, and thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I'm going to get right into this reading. It is for January 2022. Happy New Year. And this is about your health and wellness. So we are going to read for 4 different pictures that really just are a bunch of pretty lights, and whichever picture speaks to you, makes you feel happy or healthy or well, whatever picture you like the most, we are going to read for that picture. And the object will be just to see exactly how good you're actually going to feel in 2022, because I think that there's a lot of good things coming up this year. It just feels like there's a lot of positive change happening. The readings I've done so far have really highlighted that, so I'm excited to get started. Okay, so this is pile 1. Hello, pile 1. You are here, number 11. I didn't really have a word to go with this. I just felt like numbers were the most appropriate. Okay, we are here for number 11, and this is your reading for health and wellness. So thank you very much. Okay, let's find out. I'm going to do this a little differently. I want to know what you want. Well, actually, let's start with health. I want to find out how you're feeling, just from a healthy perspective, mental, physical. Let's take it all in. Mental health. Mental health. I want to know how you're feeling. This is mental health. Okay, and we are going to do an oracle card, which seems to always come up. Unstick the stack. This oracle card, no matter how much I shuffle, always presents itself. So if this is a mental, we're asking a little bit about our mental health. The Empress, the 9 of Wands, and Son of Wands. Unstick the stack. If we're seeing the Empress, things are good. This is a beautiful card. I just can't ever say anything negative about the Empress. She's an energy. You'd be crazy to not want to be the Empress all the time, all day, every day. So if we see her come up from asking about our mental health, I'm going to say that you are very much at peace. I'm not saying the Empress, I don't know if the Empress means that you're like happy all the time, although I would think so. But even if there's a little bit of like sadness or melancholy of some sort, the Empress is definitely going to be able to navigate that. She is connected to the earth. This is a woman who would go out in nature, look at the birds, go for a walk, put her toes in a stream, and just be like revived. So the Empress definitely has that energy that is just very connected, very intuitive, very beautiful. She's everything. If we take the 9 of Wands, which has a little bit more weight to it, this is a card of a little bit of resilience. So maybe there has been, I don't want to say mental struggle, because I will say mental struggle, but that can be taken so many different ways with so many different weights. But maybe things have been, like things are building up. And I think that goes for all of us. It's the New Year's always come with, you like want to shed the old, start with the fresh, the new. And it does make you feel like things have just kind of built up. And now you're almost at a point where you're like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is a lot. I can handle it. It's fine. It's not more than I can handle, but you're definitely dealing, or you're accustomed to dealing with a little bit of extra at this point. But as the Empress, you can handle this. I don't get the sense that you're overwhelmed. You might feel a little stuck, which is unstick the stack card. You might feel like maybe things are just playing out repetitively. There might be a sense of almost like dullness or boredom. I do kind of get that. Like maybe there's just this, and we see 2 moons here in these cards, which is interesting the way they're, this is the, oh my gosh, the waxing quarter. It's waning quarter, early quarter moon. So this is the I don't know. That's all I can say about that. But this is a moon that's dying down. It's coming off its cycle. So it makes me think that maybe you're gearing up for a new cycle, and that would make sense because we've got the new year coming. But no, I don't see there's nothing heavy or strong about this, just a little bit of a resilience being built up. But I think that tracks with the time. And as far as the Son of Wands goes, this is a card of like excitement, of enthusiasm, of passion. This is a card like just inspiration. You combine this with the Empress and you're golden. So I think you're pretty strong. I think you're in a very good place mentally. And let's get an idea of where you are physically. All right, let's do you physically right now. And this is going to be a little bit of a challenge for me because I haven't done a reading like this before. So let's see. Pardon me, 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, and 4 of Pentacles. So if I take this as like a physical, it's a sense of like maybe you've been rather stagnant. Physically, I don't think there's been a ton of movement from you. And I'm not sure why. I'm trying to look at this 5 of Swords and get a little bit more out of this. I don't know. For 5 of Swords, it's defeat and it's a mind. But if we're asking about physical, I don't know. Maybe you've been a little, I was just going to say a little stuck, but I can't really figure out. Maybe you've been recovering from an injury of sorts. Maybe there's a little bit of like a pain that you're trying to either work through or ride it out or let it heal or kind of repair itself. But I get this sense of like you're almost applying this method of waiting or a patience in regards to maybe like a physical ailment. It could be like a sore back or something that you're just kind of, I don't know, stretching through every day. But I think it's keeping you a little more, or a little less mobile, or you're more stationary than you want to be. You're not moving around as much and more sedentary, I guess is what I meant to say. And it probably does feel like it's got the best of you. I don't think this is where you want to be, especially with the Empress energy and the Son of Wands. I think these are people who are excited, active, inspired. They like, just moving. And I think that you've probably been in a lot less mobile than you're used to. I don't get a sense that your health isn't strong, but I haven't really asked about that. But I just think that we need to get more movement out of you. And I think the unstick the stuck goes with that. But mentally, it seems like you're pretty on point. So you have all the mental faculty to get up and do what you need to do when your body tells you the time is right. So I hope you get that message from your body soon. Let's see a little bit about, let's get an oracle card for your wellness. Let's get 2 oracle cards for your wellness. Changemaker makes waves and celebrate your wins. So just in regards to like your health, I would say the Changemaker makes waves. Maybe it is time to start pushing yourself a little bit more to be more active. And this could be just maybe like me, I'm at my computer. Oh God, it feels like all day, every day. And I try to stand at it most of the time, but I don't because I'm at it all day. So I can't stand all day. And I am always thinking to myself, like how much I'm sitting and staring. And I hate that. And so this could probably, maybe you're getting stuck just in that regard. There's too much computer time. There's too much just sitting. And I think if anything, this is becoming just a little bit stressful to think about it like this. But I do think that you are, you're fine. But a Changemaker makes waves makes me think that little steps in the right direction will go far. So maybe that's like a daily walk that starts out at, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And, maybe you're taking short hikes, they turn into longer hikes or whatever it takes to just get you, I guess, up and out of the position you find yourself in so much. That would be most ideal. And then celebrate your wins. So if you do set some goals to do certain things, like as far as being active is concerned, I think that acknowledging those goals and giving yourself little like rewards for that would be great. I'm not saying like you've got this weight goal you need to target or anything like that. That's not a vibe that I'm getting. I mean, it could track, but that's not the point. The point is just that there needs to be more activity from you. And and to set goals for that. So I don't know if that speaks to you or not, but that's what the card's saying about that. Okay, let's get an idea of what's going to make you like, let's get some like mental wellness, good luck here. Let's see how you're going to be feeling. I want to know a little bit about, like, it's a weird thing to say mentally, but like just in your head, what's going to feel good? What's going to lift you up and get you kind of amped? Let's just get a picture of that. And overthinking can spoil the magic. And then we're going to take the Mother of Wands and the High Priestess. So from a mental kind of clarity standpoint, I mean, this is an obvious message that overthinking can spoil the magic. Sure. Maybe you are someone who does get pretty heavily into your thoughts. Maybe you're slightly OCD. Maybe you obsess over things. I do. Maybe you are overanalyzing things all the time, and it can, suck some of the joy and life out of things. So if that's what you find yourself doing, I don't know, just try to catch yourself if that's what you think is happening. And then the Mother of Wands, this is a card I can almost see like a protection element, and same with the High Priestess. These are both very like guarding, protective. There's something about like really taking care of yourself, really, I don't know, just keeping, like, this is definitely a card of secrecy and secrets and like this deep, like inner, this wisdom, this intuition and this kind of like inner knowledge. So I think this is a positive. I think from a mental standpoint, I just think that you need to, maybe you took a step back, maybe you are having conversations with yourself before you have them with other people, running things internally through your own little, I don't know, checks and balances. But I just feel like whatever this High Priestess energy is, however it relates to your mind and how you're handling things, I think that's a good way to be. And it just, for me, it feels like if I got the High Priestess card and it was about like my mental state and what's good about it, it would basically be telling me that I'm being very judicious and kind of like selective with what takes up my mental capacity. What do I want to spend time thinking about? What's worth it? There's like almost this judgment about like, or this intuition about what you want to focus on, and really just leaning into that. And this is a card of protection. Like, I don't know if other people are taking up a lot of your time and energy and it's draining, or if there are other people have issues that they want to constantly talk to you about, and it's a bit much and you really don't have the time or energy for it, or maybe these issues are pulling you away from the precious little time that you have to actually get out and do something and move around. But this is definitely like a put yourself first kind of energy here. And the Mother of Wands to me is also a very, there's like a vibrancy here. There's a sense of life, enjoyment, protection, happiness, but just this kind of like passion always that goes with the wands and in the wand suits or in the court cards. So yeah, just find what's going to make you happy. And just think on that, meditate on that, but not overly. Don't overthink it. But no, I see you really, I think things are good for you. You seem very strong. And the biggest message I'm getting out of this is that you just need to move your body more. And you probably knew that. And that probably doesn't surprise you at all. So great. Something you already know. Let's see about how good you're going to feel. How good are you feeling? In January and this year, like, let's just get a good luck charm from spirit and a great message about what you have to look forward to. So let me put down a card for that. Well, there we go. Creator of water. Okay. And we're going to do justice. Sorry, it's the second time I've made that sound. I've never made that sound. And the Emperor. Literally 3 major cards on the table. So good luck, charm from Spirit. What's going to feel great? The creative water, I think of emotions. I think of like that flowing kind of energy where you're just a little more lackadaisical, a little more go with the flow, a little less either OCD or uptight, and just, a little more feeling intuitive. Maybe you have that to look forward to. And I think that's fun. That's if you are someone who's been stressing or overanalyzing or finding yourself in that energy, I think this is a great card to just remind yourself to almost relax and loosen up. Water's loose unless it's frozen, but that's not the point right now. So yes, I think that this is a good message. Just loosen up everything, your body, your mind, your joints, your tendons and ligaments. Just get wet. Okay, justice. This, I actually said, be more judicious with your time and your energy and your thoughts. And that is the justice card, actually. That's it in a nutshell. So I like that this came up because this is a message from Spirit. Tells me, like, just really figure out, it's the same message, figure out what you need, figure out what works for you, screw everyone else, and just do you. There's a message here. And it's funny because it's just a feeling that maybe you're giving too much of your time and energy to, I couldn't say who or what, but I feel like that is taking away from what you need. So just be a little more judicious with your time, who you give it to, how much you give to other people. And I do think, again, I've said it a million times, but I think that energy, I don't think it's pulling you away from work. I think it's pulling you away from healthy habits. And the Emperor is a very, there's a sense of rigidity here. There is like a very kind of no nonsense, you're your own little authoritarian. I think you need to be just more regimented and more stringent in whatever system you create for yourself. And just moving forward in the new year, I think there's like an energy that you need to be a little stronger. And actually, I do love to see, so the Emperor and the Empress, these cards together, they're the balancing cards in tarot. There are a few cards that are meant to create perfect harmony when placed together, and these are those cards. So the Empress is perfection, basically, but she can be out of whack, or I think she can be there can be like a lunacy tied to her, I feel like, if she, or just too self-indulgent, too self-loving, too everything that's good. I feel like she can be a card of excess almost, or just too much feminine energy, period. But the Emperor, they are meant to balance each other. And in turn, the Emperor can be a nightmare. If you think of an emperor, you can almost think of like a tyrant or something. But with the Empress, it is this perfect harmony. And these people are just, they're perfection. And they're everything. So if you have both of these on the table, if you're here listening to this still, then you're into it enough to know that or to want to hear the message that you really can strike a very, very beautiful balance with your masculine and your feminine energies in balance. That is really amazing. That means that you would take care of your mind, body, health, your movement, your sensuality, everything would be completely in balance, and you have those cards on the table to do that. So I think to do that, you definitely need to focus on yourself, put more time and energy into yourself. And then you also need to, I think, keep, thoughts a little bit closer. Maybe you, in turn, people are opening up to you or asking so much of you, and then you find yourself maybe sharing more. And it's like, did you really want to tell all those stories? Or I don't know. That's a side piece. But without digressing too much, I I think you have a very beautiful 2022 and January coming your way if you just give a little more love and attention to yourself. So I hope that tracked. I hope you enjoyed it. I ask everyone to leave comments. No one does. One day they will. I'll look down and I'll just see all these comments. But until then, if you want to be the first person to comment and tell me you liked this video, I would love it. Yeah, but really more than anything, Happy New Year. And I just wish you the great year and a great start to your year. And so thank you, Pile 11, for listening. I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Hello, this is Light and Bone Tarot, and I am doing a reading for January 2022. Happy New Year. This is about your health and wellness. I guess what to expect in January and good things that will take you through the whole of the new year. And you are here because you picked the second picture, number 22. And yeah, I'm just going to get right into it. And another question on the table is we just want to know just how good are you going to feel this year? So I'm going to start with your health, your mental health. We're going to start just mentally. I mean, I'm not a psychologist, but just mentally, where are you at? Where's your mental health and state at? And this is lighthearted. This isn't a diagnosis, obviously. This is a tarot reading. Okay, so let's get into that. I'm going to put an oracle card down and then have some fun around that. So we've got shift the way to new potential. And I'm going to do 9 of Cups, 6 of Cups, got some cups here, and the Emperor. Okay. So mentally shift the way to new potential. This does make me think of like a new way of thought and opening up. Something to, I think there's a lot you can use for the word shift. Like to me, shifting is like, I don't know, shifting gears, just going like pivoting, like you're pivoting, you're going from one mindset to another. You're trying something new. I think there's definitely a part of you that is thinking like maybe one thing had to stop, one door had to close, another had to open, or you need to, and this is a mental thing. So it's not putting it directly towards anything. It's just saying that there might be something that you've been running through in your mind where you're like, I want to start approaching things this way. I want to start thinking about things this way. This wasn't serving me. I want to be a little more like this. So that's what I get. Shift the way to new potential. And the 6 of Cups, I call this the simple pleasures card. If you've had one other reading here with me, you would know that because it always comes up and I always say that. It's simple pleasures. It's a very sweet card to me. It paints a picture of happiness. It's like sitting and enjoying a cup of tea by the window. It is just listening to a song you love in your car. Very little things that make you very happy. That just, without even ever thinking it would, just release this rush of, feel-good chemicals, hormones, or whatever they are. So yes, I think you're actually in a good place. You're in a great place, really, if mentally. 9 of Cups is also a beautiful card. Love this card. It's fulfillment. It's kind of like everything you wanted. It's the wish. So from a mental place, you're full. Like you are good. You are strong. It looks like you've probably had a very good year, or you're just very mentally sharp and strong because there's a lot of happiness here. And then with the Emperor, this is a card that makes me think you're organized. You take care of things. You do not, I think you just handle situations. And with the shift to new potential, this bracelet is going to drive me crazy. This is something I think you do all the time. You don't need this card to remind you to do this. You're always doing this. I think the Emperor, it's that part of you that's very diligent, very focused, you just don't let yourself go down rabbit holes where you waste a week, a decade. Like that's not you. You're really handling your shit. And that's great. You might be, but then I see this card and you're happy. I was going to say, you might be a little like, this sounds a little taxing, a little exhausting, but no, you're really happy. So yeah, mentally, I think you're doing great. And This is wonderful. I think things are definitely going well for you. Let's get a little bit about, okay, because things are so great for you. I hope they absolutely stay that way, and I'm confident they will. But let's get a little bit of what you have to look forward to in coming up in this new year. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so we've got the Hierophant. What a beautiful reading here. The Hierophant and the Two of Cups. So this is a card of love. This is a card of, I mean, every word you want to attach to love, we could call it everything from friendship to intimacy to just sublime connection. This is a pouring of your heart and emotion into someone else and then having them receive it and giving it back to you. It's just the perfect card. And then the Hierophant is not my favorite card, but not a bad card. Excuse me. It just, next to the Emperor like this, it's, for one, it's the next card that comes after the Emperor. So it's 4 and 5 in the majors. And it makes me think of you being just a very, you just know yourself. You're no nonsense. You do what you need to do. It's everything I said for the Emperor. This just instills it. And then to see this card, it's like a Lover's card, and the next card in the major would actually be the Lover's card. So it's almost like you're on this trajectory where things are just, they roll, you're coasting, things are great. But I don't think it's by accident. It's not, this is how you function. You are very, you're probably very type A, and you just don't let anything fall to the wayside. You are someone who handles your issues. You probably handle other people's issues too. You are just, I love friends like you, because you're positive and uplifted yourself, but you are also, you give great advice. You're not, there's nothing really silly about you. You might be fun. I don't know if you're a lot of fun, but you're definitely smart and you have your shit together and you're very happy. So I'm very happy for you. Let's get a little bit about your health, because I hope you're probably very healthy, because you probably, again, address any little issue / ailment that comes your way. So let's see what we have for your health currently. And I do hope it is just as amazing as everything else. So we've got the Now, which I've seen this card come up quite a bit, and all I can say for it is I have to assume that it means that you are taking care of stuff currently. This is like you're in the moment, you're living the moment, you are just, whatever comes at you, you're going to handle it. So for your health, I would say you're actively addressing it right now, which could mean that there's a little bit of an issue or a little pain or a little whatever, and you're working on it, you're handling it, it's fine. Or you're just always staying on top of things. You're always eating healthy. You're always trying to exercise. You are just very much, you're not worried. You're not worried about the future. You're not dwelling on the past, because you are so totally handling your now. And from a health perspective, that's great. I'd like to think I do this, but I don't. I always have days where I'm like, well, I'll start doing that tomorrow. I'll start exercising tomorrow, or I will drink less coffee tomorrow, or whatever it is. But I don't really get that from you. The 7 of Wands is, if we're on a health topic here, this is standing your ground. And this is a card of like, it's also actually kind of standing your ground. It is almost like being rigid and unmoving. Budgeting is the word, but that doesn't really apply unless I think that you are budgeting in terms of like, maybe you're eating, I don't know, maybe you're on a special diet, or like, I don't know, I hate the word diet because it's just such a weird word that paints a weird picture, but maybe you're focused on doing less of something. Let's put it that way. Less drinking, less eating this, less consuming coffee, less whatever it is, less salt, or dairy, whatever it is. But I think there's this part of you from a health perspective that is like actively working on something that means a lot to you. And, for the standing your ground card, maybe you are like practicing being a vegetarian, vegan, whatever. Maybe you're just cutting out red meat, and maybe it's really hard on you and it's not easy, and your boyfriend or your kids or whatever are giving you hell about it because it's not fun. And you're like, you know what? I'm doing this. me living my life. I'm very happy. I love it. I'm doing it. Yeah, whatever it is, I think that some people are finding a way to bitch and moan about it, and you're completely unaffected because it's what you're doing and you always do the right thing. So good for you. Yeah, no, I think you're healthy. You're tackling little things. I see this around eating, or just, yeah, some kind of consumption is being monitored. But just not from a serious, yeah, I see health. And thank goodness, I hope all my readings come up this way. I'm not someone to tell you you aren't healthy or that you really are healthy, but what I see here is that you are taking care of yourself and things look very, very good for you. I just want to get an overall like snapshot of how wonderful you're feeling. Like, what are some good, I want to see what's making you happy right now. Because it seems like you've got health, yeah, light and the unexpected. I have not seen this Oracle card yet, which is fun to see one pop up for the first time. So this would go back to me thinking that you are a very positive person. Because you are, and you know, maybe your life isn't perfect, although I do get the impression it's pretty damn good, but I think you curate it, you make it good. You get what you want because you manifest, you work on these things, you focus on a goal and you work towards it actively. And that's what I mean by manifest. You actively and intentionally pursue the things you want. And you can, maybe you do have a journal. Maybe you do write your goals down. Maybe you have mantras that serve you. I wouldn't be surprised at all, because I think that you just stick with a positive route, and it really pays off for you. Father of Swords and Four of Cups, which is a card basically of apathy. Father of Swords this is a swift person. It completely tracks with the Emperor or the Hierophant. They would have, if they had any court card on here, they would be the Father of Swords. It is that keenness, that sharpness, that unwavering, just that focus, that laser focus, like an owl. So I feel like you do, I do think you have that intensity to you. And of course, because we have these cards here, and because you achieve this level of happiness and the things you have achieved, I think are quite good. I think there's a reason we've got the Nine of Cups up here. It makes me think like you are quite fulfilled. Your wishes are getting granted. And I don't think you have you really have a no fucks attitude about you as well. I don't think anyone is going to ruin your day. It's going to take a lot for them to do that. And this would be the apathy card. You aren't apathetic, but I think you're very good at dismissing, like a loss or a negative. You don't really suffer from emotion, you don't ever feel like you're at lack or lacking or wanting or needing. I'm going to take this card a little bit in reverse, where I think you do see the bright side of things. You find your cup is half full. You are very much happy for what you have. And I do think there's a sense of being very grateful. Maybe you didn't grow up with a whole lot and you have, like I said, curated this life. But I see that you don't take things for granted, and you've got a great thing going. And I think this is going to carry out for you in this new year in January. Let's get an idea of what your January looks like. I'm sure it's great. I'm going to put an Oracle card down in the middle here. Accept and receive. And I'm going to give you two cards for your January. And Six of Wands. Let me think about this. So, accept and receive, which is funny because the Six of Wands is a card of recognition. It is a card of being seen, recognized, applauded. And it is a card of receiving that as well. It's not just, it's a card of like, this is your moment, basically. It is your time to accept all the recognition you've been given. So the accept and receive really goes along with this. I don't know, maybe there's, maybe you're being celebrated for some reason in January. Maybe there is, I mean, it could just be that it's your birthday and people are maybe planning to throw you a big party. Maybe you turn a milestone age and, you know, everyone's going to tell you how great you are, and you are. I just think there's something coming up where you're going to get some recognition, and it's going to be pleasantly received. You're not going to want to like shake it off or move or hurry past the day or the event. I think it's well received. And this card is a little funny because it's like the sly little fox card. The Seven of Swords makes me think of like, I don't know, someone who's kind of sly, running off, pulling the wool over someone's eyes. There's a cheekiness to this card. It's not like demonic. It's not a card of like full-blown deception, but there is an element of like ever so slight trickery with a little bit of a smile at the end. You aren't, I just don't, but I almost feel like you're this person, and I can't quite figure out why. There might be someone that has just been a little bit of a thorn in your side, and you might, maybe with being recognized, you might get not a chance to make a dig at them, and you might not even have to say anything, but maybe this recognition will come. There might be one person in particular that will notice it and feel it. Maybe they wish they were the ones being recognized for it. Maybe you have, you're going to get applauded for something that I don't know, because it's a weird thing. I don't want to be like, this person's going to be jealous. That's just a very weird energy and not even the right energy. I just, I don't know. I just think something attached to the recognition that you're going to that you yourself are going to receive very well, is going to come at someone being a little bit jolted by this. But it's fine. This isn't going to be a war. It's not going to be, it's probably going to open a door for some new kind of relationship or dynamic with this person, which might not be a bad thing at all. Maybe it's someone you needed to have like a little bit of a conflict with to kind of like get over a hurdle. Maybe it's someone you need to cut out of your life. I don't know, but it will reveal itself, and it should work out pretty well for you, because things do work out well for you. And, you know, you're the Father of Swords. You're not going to let no one is going to ruin your plan and the structure that you've built. Yeah, so this is kind of, it's kind of a random reading, but you know what? It's a good one. And you're strong. Here, I was going to get a good luck charm from Spirit. And so this is find your sacred flow. And then I was going to get like a little kind of word of warning, like a little pay attention to. And this is collaboration of souls. So find your sacred flow. I think you're in your sacred flow. Like, I think you're there. And if this is a good luck charm, I would say like, whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. Stay within this momentum, this energy, this space you're in. It really works for you. All these cards on the table together it tells a very, very beautiful story of how accomplished, successful, balanced, just how swift you really are. And I like it. So I think this is your sacred flow, and I think you need to just continue to build it and make it even better. But yes, just keep working on that in the same manner that you are. And a little word of warning would be collaboration of souls. And this is over the Seven of Swords card, which maybe just whoever this person is, careful how much you share with them, careful how much you collaborate with them. And it might have to do with this upcoming recognition, but it's just a little word of warning. Again, this isn't like, this isn't a bad omen or anything like that. It is just it's just a little heads up. Like, it's just a little flag, like waving from Spirit. So really nothing to worry about. But if there's anything you want to share, I would love to hear it. I think this is a very good reading. I think you're headed for a lovely year, and I think January is going to be off to an exciting start for you. So Thank you so much for being here and allowing me to read for you. I would love to hear a comment if you have one. Have a great, great night. Thank you. Goodbye. Hello, this is Light and Bone Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. I am going to be doing a reading for January 2022. Happy New Year. This is your health and wellness in the new year. We've had 2 really good readings before this. You picked pile number 3, picture number 3, and I've given it the number 33. So here we go. This is your reading for just how good you're going to feel this new year and in January, and kind of like what to expect. But good stuff. We're here for a positive reading. There might be a little place to give a heads up, but this is a very exciting and positive space. So let's see what's coming up for you. I'm going to start with your, I've been starting with your mental health, which is kind of a fun place to start. So I'm going to get a mental health snapshot of where you're at mentally. Okay. You, the Muse, that's a beautiful mental health card. This one, not so much, but that's all right. Great card. And the World. Okay. Really, really lovely start. You, the Muse, I just think you're finding inspiration. You're finding happiness. I do think you are a very creative you have an energy to you, you have a fire to you. I think you're a very creative, artistic, like truly artistic. I think just this card does make me think of like art and colors and shapes and textures, but I just think that's kind of you. I think you have a lot of different colors, shapes, textures. I'm going to take this for what it is. And I do think that you have, if you're not still reeling from a little bit of a heartbreak, that this was definitely something that crossed your path in 2021. So maybe it was what you spent most of the year on, the last part of the year, and maybe it's with you a little bit, but it really doesn't matter because you are finding your source of inspiration. You are inspiring yourself. You're doing great. And the High Priestess is, I do think you've been on a journey. I think this probably took you to a place of really looking within, really finding like that inner balance, that inner intuition, like just tapping into that. When I say inner intuition, it's like your own little spiritual piece, which to me means you're trying to figure out things that really make you happy, and you're trying to figure out how you're not going to look to external sources to find this happiness. Like you're probably said when this happened, I will never put myself through this again. I'll never go down this hard for someone else. Like I think, and that's the High Priestess in you that is like just taking everything and like reorganizing your brain, and like this is your new, you've just created this new set of rules for yourself that you're playing by, and it is inspiring, and you're completely inspired by it. And I get it. I could tell you that's basically been my 2021. I mean, that was just a reading for myself basically. So great. I hope you're happy that I am. The World is, it's just one step further to be like, it's completion, it's accomplishments. It is what you've been working for. You're there, you're getting there. And mentally, I think you have been trying very hard to find this happy stride that doesn't take energy, and you are finally getting there. This wheel is like, it's turning, it's burning. You're good. I think you are hitting your stride. So congratulations. I know it takes a shit ton of work. Yes. So I'm very happy for you. Let's get a little bit about your, I'm going to do one more about where you're at mentally. I'm going to get one more oracle just because of this. I'll get one more oracle and one more tarot for it. Okay, so overrating your intuition and Ace of Pentacles. So overrate your intuition. Overrate your intuition. You are intuitive. This is exactly what we just talked about. And as far as the word overrate, I don't know what that means. I have never seen this card, and I don't get overrate your intuition. I would say, if anything, it's saying go with your intuition hard. Give it the most credit you can possibly give it. Like, that's what I'm going to take it, because give it the highest rating possible, and then higher, and then work with that, because this is the third eye up here. This is the all seeing. This is the, it's the moon, the sun, it's everything. Like, you just do what feels right. Do you are doing it. And with that is coming this inspiration for you. And I wanted to just, take another level to get where you're at mentally, to kind of like reconfirm like how good things are going for you. Cause this has probably been a year for you, or whatever. It could be a couple months. I mean, who knows? But I think you've been on one. And with the Ace of Pentacles, like, this is a very happy card. It tells me, there's prosperity, there's hope, there are things that are going to be happening, there's potential, there's, everything for you to find your place, your place professionally, your place with friends, your place in a relationship, your place, your home, where you want to set roots. Like, this is just all these new and exciting things that you probably couldn't give attention to here, or was just mind fucked over. They're all coming into place for you. And yeah, I would say put your intuition on the highest pedestal possible, and run with it, because that's what I get. So yeah, and I think you're doing that, and continue to do that. So let's get your health. I want to see where you are from a healthy perspective. How are you feeling? And okay, so we've got changes, and then we've got the 10 of Swords, and sorry, Roman numerals, just, I think my brain always wants to switch them around, and it's always a battle. 10 of Swords and 6 of Swords. So, okay. If this is about your health, I'm trying to think, because this is definitely a mental, and then we've got changes. So maybe you're switching something up. Maybe there's a habit, a routine. There's something that's maybe just kind of shifted or changed. I don't think there's anything bad about any of this, but I do, with the 10 of Swords card, which can be like an ending or a defeat, I think you've ended something. Maybe you're not drinking anymore. Maybe you're not smoking anymore, or maybe you're cutting out a certain food. Maybe something has happened where you actually aren't able to do a certain activity you enjoyed. Yeah, something's ended for you in a health way. And I don't mean that your health is bad or anything like that. There's just been like I think a full stop to something that you once enjoyed. That's what I'm getting out of that, which isn't great, but this isn't like a daunting card. It's just, I think, highlighting what's happened. And for the 6 of Swords, for this, it shows a transition. And I do think that this has put you in a little bit of a transitional state, where maybe you're trying to find what the substitute is. If you're missing this, if this is something you're lacking, you're trying to figure out how you're going to substitute that. What now? And you will figure it out, because you are so inspired. You're in such a good place. Things are clicking for you. You're moving and shaking. Things are good. You are a million times better than you were however long ago when you weren't good. You're a 180 from that now. So yeah, but I don't know what happened with your health, what you've cut out, but I think it's probably good that you cut it out, or if something stopped for reasons that aren't good, like maybe there's been a pain or an ailment you've been dealing with that you, as a result of that, you can't do something you like, then I just think that you'll get through this. You just have to navigate this a little bit, figure out what's needed and what you can, what the substitute's going to be, and how you can just literally navigate that change and those waters. But it is a card of I do get hope out of this. There is a rainbow, there is light. So yeah, just keep that as a word of warning. There's definitely light, not word of warning, a good word as a word of hope. Okay. Let's get a little bit more, because I do feel like I just started rambling there. Really just because I want you to know that you are You're doing good. Let's see just how good you're going to feel. What's coming up for you as far as like what's going to feel amazing? Just how amazing are things getting for you? What do you have to look forward to? What do you really want? Okay, so this is the card, and this can go with the Muse card. I do think this is, it's the universe asking you, like, what do you want? Whatever you want, you can get it. You've got all the tools, all the power, all the faculty. You're strong of mind right now. Things are working for you. Whatever you want, you can get. And now's your time. And I don't know if this card would have been turned over for you a few months ago or last year or whenever you experienced a heartbreak. And it doesn't have to be a relationship. It can be a loss of something that just hurt your heart. But this card is getting turned over for you now. And even though you can't see it because of the glare, and I apologize, it is what do you really want? And then we've got Ace of Cups, beautiful card, and the Star. So this is, I mean, the universe loves you. Things are working out for you. Someone up there loves you. If there's a guardian angel, they are definitely giving you your due, I don't know, reward for being so strong, for doing the right thing, sticking it out, just taking care of yourself and not losing your mind when you probably wanted to. I don't know, just being strong. And when I think of the Muse, and, the High Priestess in the world and the Ace of Pentacles, I just think of someone who you haven't been defeated. You haven't let anything get the better of you. And that is, that does get recognized. That is something that is inspiring to other people. It's put you in an inspired state, and it's just a very good, positive place to be, and it has a positive effect on everyone around you. And as a result of that, you're feeling good. I mean, the Ace of Cups is it's like the cup runneth over card. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, which tells me like, great, you're in for prosperity. You're in for figuring out what you want to do. It's yours. Just figure it out. What do you really want to do? The Ace of Pentacles is here to say, you've got this, you're doing it. And this is the card of it's actually a card of intimacy. It's a card of maybe new love, of sincerity, of happiness through emotion. There's definitely it's just a very sweet, loving card. And if you wanted a new relationship, or if you wanted to start having feelings towards someone else and experiencing that, between the Ace of Cups and the Star and the what do you really want, this is a very strong message that you can have this and that it's here for you. So I would take these as very, very good omens. The Star it's just an incredibly positive card. And I think that you are very much, you're in this, it's almost like you're in this space where, like, when I say someone's looking out for you, it does feel like that. It feels like you've been given this gift, and it's like the kind of gift where you might be like, oh my God, is this too good to be true? Is the bottom going to fall out? Which is a horrible way to think. Don't ever say those things out loud. But the answer is no. It's really here for you. It's not a setup. This is your new year and your new start, and just keep riding this wave that is you. Okay, that's not helping anyone. Keep doing that, because things are going really good. And I'm going to do another poll, just because it's only been 13 minutes. I don't know if it feels like hours for you, but that went by really quick. I want to find out, just more goodness. Let me find a specific question. Okay, let's just look at, this is health and wellness. Let's get a little bit more about your health. Let me know. I want to find out what you have to look forward to from a healthy standpoint from your health, because this is just the one thing on the table that's just that little thorn, let's say. So let's get a message about your health. Father of Cups, I'll do 3 of these. Okay. And I'm putting this between the Star card, because that is a very positive and hopeful card. It's a beautiful card. It's more than just positive and hopeful. It's a really lovely card. Okay, so for health, 10 of Pentacles, couldn't ask for a better card. This is great. This is strength. It's incredible strength. It's incredible endurance. This tells me that you're strong. You're strong. You're capable. this is a card that does tell me you are very healthy and that you will feel healthy. You will feel just in command of your own body. Five of Swords, what are we getting here? This could be a little bit more, the title for this is defeat, and I'm just going to take this in stride. So something happened here, right? There's something that you lost, and this backs this card up a little bit, because this is endings and defeat, and this card kind of goes into that a little bit deeper. Like maybe there is something, I don't know, health-wise you've dealt with something, whatever it is, but you're fine, I guess, is what I want to say. And I'm not just saying that I am just saying that because I'm not a doctor and I have no idea who's listening to this and what's going on with them. But at the very least, you have the mental faculty to get through anything and you will be just fine. This card just acknowledges this. But again, you're making changes and shifts that are like completely handling whatever situation is coming your way. And the Father of Cups is a very it's a great card. It is that emotional self-control. It's like the pinnacle card of handling your emotions and being strong, being good, being happy. So this reinstates for me that you are indeed very, very happy and that you're strong and you're healthy. Whatever happened, whatever you lost, whatever you're dealing with, whatever pain or ailment or activity that you can't do anymore, you will find a way around that and you will be stronger and happier for it. So yeah, that's a slightly odd message because I don't really do messages about health ever. But I hope that tracks, and I hope that it doesn't at all discourage you and gives you hope, because there are so many good cards here to speak of how truly vibrant and mentally and physically strong you are. You're good. We're going to get a good luck charm from Spirit, and then we're going to get kind of like, she gives a little word of warning, something to bear in mind. So let's do that. So her good luck charm is follow through. And then her little word of warning is overthinking can spoil the magic. So for follow through, you're doing it right. Keep doing what you're doing. And keep working hard, because I think this whole, what do you really want, is going to take follow through. And you know how to do that. You have been doing this. This is everything you've been doing. So keep with that. And I just see this wheel, like keep that momentum. It's right by the world. And I see the wheels. I think of momentums. I think of all these circles here that just imply like, keep doing what you're doing. Okay. I'm just going to stop there. Overthinking can spoil the magic. I guess we all know that, but don't ever, if you had tendencies of letting your mind run in one direction or another, overthinking things, maybe you find yourself one day you wake up and you're back on this. It's like, just stop that. Just nip it in the bud, because you are really handling yourself very well. And I think you're just an inspiration, just in general, not because you've been through something and you're dealing with it amazing, which I do think is the case, but I also just think you're very positive, you're very driven, you take things in stride, and you are making things happen. And as a result of it, you really did get the card from Spirit. What do you really want? And it looks like you could really want a relationship. You could really want maybe love and intimacy again. You might find that that's something you're thinking about, and you can have that. That is definitely on the table for you. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. This is your just how good you're going to feel in January 2022 and beyond. This is your health and wellness reading. If you liked this reading, let me know. If not, let me know. I'd love to hear either way. Just thank you for listening. So again, thank you so much. Good night. Hello. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Hello, this is Light and Bone Tarot. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I am doing a reading for January 2022, and it's your health and wellness. You picked pile 4. beautiful dots, beautiful lights. I'm calling this pile 44. That's the number I gave to it. So something about the picture or the number 44 or 4 tracked with you and made you pick this. But yeah, this is your reading for what to expect in January, and it's about good things with your health and your wellness, and yeah, just how good you're going to feel this year. So let's get started. Okay, I've been doing an oracle card first, and then I'm doing this. So we are doing, actually, I'm sorry, I didn't even say, this is your mental, we're starting with your mental health. Like what are you feeling? What are you thinking? What's on your mind? Let's see where you're at. And so befriend the world, polarize. I think this is just, to me, this would be, I almost see this as like a little bit of a word of warning, like maybe not warning, but like a message. Like maybe you need to, okay, let me come back to that. So this is the heaviest mental reading that I've gotten so far. I don't think you're in a bad place, although I do think there's something you're not doing that you need to be doing. And that's what this makes me think of, the befriend the world. I think you're looking at things maybe from a narrow scope. Maybe you've been a little like small-minded. You're purposely not trying to see something. And with the devil card in a mental way, that can speak to that. This can mean that you're your own worst enemy right now. This would make me think you're a little bit stuck. Sorry, this will get better. This is not, and if this isn't you, then you know what? I'm so sorry. It shouldn't be. It was the wrong reading for you. Turn it off. No, but it will get better. The reading will. Okay. 6 of Wands is like this is actually a recognition card. So this is a good card. I'm trying to think how it tracks here. I do think you probably went through something, or wherever you are, you're a little bit, small in your scope, your view. You're thinking about things. You don't want to acknowledge something. You don't want to believe something. You are, and I don't know. And this could be, I don't know if this could be as like big scale as like political, or maybe you're consumed with like maybe things you are hearing in the news or aren't hearing in the news. It could be something like that, or it could have nothing to do with what's going on in the world whatsoever, and just be something in your personal life you've chosen to see differently than maybe you should be seeing it. And I think this is causing you a little bit of a struggle. However, this recognition card is here, which I don't understand. And I'm going to have to think about this for a minute. Why? I don't know why this recognition card is here. I need to pull 2 more cards and find out why, because it's a good card and this is a little bit intense. So let's find out mentally what's going on with you. Why the recognition? Okay, so we've got, heartbreak and the 5 of Pentacles. So this is definitely, there's been something that hurt your heart, and it's kind of created a sense of lack. And, this is the 4 of Pentacles. This is the 5 of Pentacles. That lack is like you're holding tight. You are not releasing something. And now, not as a result of that, maybe you sensed this coming, but or self-fulfilling prophecy, whatever it is, you are now kind of without whatever it is you were so scared of losing here. This could be love. This could be maybe you lost someone. I don't mean death. I mean it could be, but that's not the brush I want to paint this with. It could just be a heartbreak of sorts, something that hurt your heart. And I think it's like you were clinging so hard to something. You wanted something so bad, that it just, I don't know, it didn't happen. And it caused you to really shut out a lot of other things, and, maybe not look at other possibilities the way you should have. I don't know, but there is a recognition card here, and to flank it with 2 cards that are heavy makes me wonder. So I'm going to take this card and I'm going to just put it in reverse. And I'm going to say that maybe you didn't see something or you didn't recognize something that you were supposed to. Maybe I feel like there's something that was on your mind or it was kind of put in front of you and you should have allowed yourself to feel it or think it or acknowledge it, and you didn't. So mentally, I think you've been through one. I really do. And I'm afraid that you're beating yourself up right now as a result of this, but we are going to put a positive spin on this. Spirit's going to do that for you, because this is not a reading to put you in any funk or make you feel any way other than positive. So, we will get there. But yes, if this tracks, if this is accurate, you've been through something, and it's time for you to recognize it and to address it, and to just let some of the light in, because these are heavy cards, and there's no fun. There's zero fun in this. You have not been having fun, and you need some fun. So I'm going to ask Spirit to help you. What do you have to look forward to? What's coming up that's good? Let's get you some fun. What can you be happy about? Welcome the divine masculine. Well, we could look at this a couple different ways. This could be that there is a divine masculine energy entering your life, which, if you're ready for that, that's amazing. If you're not, it could be that you are coming into your masculine energy, which is a big thing. This is like, the masculine energy is the yang energy. It is the aggressive, go hard, selfish, no fucks, doing your thing. But there's a lot of good. I just gave like things that people don't like about the masculine energy, but it's still good. You want these things. You want that power, that strength, that courage, that confidence. Like, this is that masculine. Welcome the divine masculine. So I love this, because this card is like wiping all this nonsense clean. Or, like I said, you could literally welcome a divine masculine into your life. Let's get 2 more cards about what's coming up. Father of Swords, and 9 of Wands, or Swords. So we definitely have some swords here. Because this could go 2 ways. We could say that this person that could enter your life is the Father of Swords, which is a very, very astute, honest, noble person, someone that you would want, a great person to enter your life, someone strong, someone, just someone good, someone that can help you, not mentally like you need the help, but someone you're going to benefit from conversation with, whose perspective, whose input, whose truth is going to really, really help you. So I am going to say, because I see this card here, and I don't really think you're the Father of Swords right now, which is fine. It's a rare energy. Not everyone can be the Father of Swords, and it's hard to be the Father of Swords when you're in a funk of any sort. So I am going to say then that you do have a masculine energy entering your life, and I do think they're Father of Swords. This could be a lover. It could be like a future partner. It could be a relative. It's someone who's going to serve you in some way. This is an energy. They're going to help you. You're being sent this, and it's good. And I don't know who they are or in what capacity they're going to help you, but they're going to help you mentally. You're going to be they're going to make you very happy. Let's put it that way. And then the 9 of Swords is a card basically to say, like, there's definitely, there's some anxiety here. There's an anxiousness. This is a card of sleepless nights. However, we asked for something good. So we can take the opposite of this, which is what we need to do, because that is you don't ask for something good and get a negative card. That's not how it works. The opposite of this is literally, you're going to not be anxious anymore. The tricks that your mind is playing on you, the spiraling, the whatever nightmares and whatever you've been plagued with, this is going to stop. And I actually think it's going to stop because of this Father of Swords. I think them entering your life is going to really help with your anxiety. Like I said, this could be someone that just shows you perspectives. It could be a therapist. It could be yeah, it could be someone, it could be a partner in some way, but whatever it is coming into your life and it's going to serve you just very well. So embrace it, welcome it in. And I am excited for you because it's a good energy. And welcome the divine masculine. Just because we have a father here and this is masculine, it doesn't mean it's a man coming into your life. It can be a woman who greatly embodies this energy. But I do think that it is probably going to come in the form of a man just because of this kind of message we've been sent, and they're going to alleviate your pain. Whatever level of pain you have, which I think it's significant, but I hope I'm wrong, and I hope that whoever watches this not everyone has significant pain, but this is it's a mental pain. I don't know that everyone can see it on you, but you know it's there. Okay, let's get a little bit about your health. I'm sure you're great, but let's see where you're at from a health perspective. Okay, and we're gonna get a card from Spirit. So balance, love that. We need some good. Well, this is good news. Let me please just remind you, this is very good news. And then we've got a card of balance for your health. So this is really good. I really like to see this. It's a great message. Oh, and then we've got the Empress, fantastic card. And the Five of Wands, which is also, it's a card, it's a little bit of, it's a little fire, it's a little conflict, that's okay. But the Empress is she is a beautiful, earthy card. The Empress she's balance, she's harmony, she's earth, she's Mother Nature, she's strength, she's beauty. I mean, quite frankly, she is just beauty. So if we're going to find out about your health from this, you're doing good. I do think you're healthy. I think that whatever mentally you've been going through, you've actually maintained your physical health quite well. This little card of conflict, I'm just going to say maybe there's a little something that's been nagging at you, like a little thorn in your side. And I guess this would just say address it. And because I see balance up here, it tells me that you would address it. You wouldn't let it go. You either know what I'm talking about right now when I say this, and maybe this is a reminder, yes, just don't ignore it. It's nothing serious, but it could turn into something more, because that's kind of the energy of the Five of Wands. It is an energy. The wands are energy, and they build a momentum. So, whatever this is, it is nothing serious. It's just a little word of warning, hey, just keep it in check and eliminate it. Okay, great. I think you are. Let's get more about what you have to look forward to, because we know that you have someone that's going to come into your life that's going to help you. We know you've been through something that was heavy and hard. We know you're healthy. We know you're strong. And this could be a bug bite. Okay. This isn't a card. I don't want you, I'm not here to tell anyone about their health. So I just don't want this to weigh on you in any way whatsoever. I'm just saying, if you have a hangnail that looks infected, just take care of it. That's how minor this can be. But, okay. Not going to talk about that anymore. Okay, let's get another idea. You're going to be feeling good, okay? That this is absolutely what's happening, and I want to know just how good you're going to feel. So I'm going to take an oracle card here, and I'm going to get some more ideas of just how good you're going to feel. Mother of Swords. Oh, I like this. Okay, so here's how good you're going to feel. The distraction of shiny things. I feel like this card can be taken a couple different ways, but I actually think that you are going, this tells me that your mind, this is behind you. You are going to have so many other beautiful distractions, so many things that didn't cross your mind, that you didn't get to experience maybe last year. You are going to experience this year. You are going to be that person that gets to get gassed up thinking about what sweater they're going to wear, which is the whole point of that, is that it's stupid, and that doesn't make unhappy people happy, but that's how happy you're going to be. You're going to find happiness in places that can be so trivial that it's going to be laughable, but you're just going to be on that level. You are going to be happy. And that's what I see for the distraction of shiny things, which I realize you can't see, but just trust me, that's what it says. And the Mother of Swords, I said you weren't the Father of Swords, but you're going to be the Mother of Swords. And this is awesome, because this is you just like giving the middle finger to whatever you were going through up here, and just regaining complete control of all your faculty, literally taking charge. And this tells me you probably were the Mother of Swords before, or maybe you were the Father of Swords and you really fell off. But if you were the Mother of Swords, you're absolutely getting back into that energy. So whatever amazing space you were in prior, you're going right back there. And this card here, the Four of Swords, is like rest, recuperation. This is such a beautiful what you have to look forward to. This is basically saying you're going to find happiness. The things that you have not been able to be happy or get gassed up over, like that stupid example I gave, guess what? You're coming back into that. You're coming back into your smart sharpness. You might have felt that this was like dulling your senses. I know when I'm like a little bit off or depressed, I just feel really stupid. Like my brain doesn't work right. I'm slow on the uptake. I can stare at my computer for like 5 minutes and be like, what am I doing? I'm just in a fog, and you are coming out of that fog. You are getting your complete astuteness back. And, and I'm very happy for you, because this is a good message coming off this, because this was heavy. When we turned these first cards over for you, I was like, wow, that's a lot. It's a lot. But now you're going to have the time to rest, and you're going to have the mind space to rest, because you can just lay down on the couch in the middle of the day and take a nap, because you're going to be able to do that. You're going to be so happy and at peace that you're going to be able to rest, which I think you've probably been pretty unable to do. So yeah, very good things. You are healthy. You're going to handle whatever this is. Some masculine energy is coming into your life, and we can read this different ways, whether it's a man, whether it's a woman, but it is exactly what you need. Let's put it that way. It is exactly what you need, and it is alleviating all the anxiety. And this last line is about you not feeling any more anxiety, any more unhappiness. It is truly coming into your own. And you're going to befriend the world in Polaroids. This message is going to take a different meaning for you through all this. And there might be a cause to celebrate. I mean, when we first turned these cards over, they meant something else. But now when I look at the big picture, I'm like, oh, I see your trajectory now. I see where you're going. Wonderful reading. I'm going to finish it off with what I always do, which is a good luck charm from Spirit. And just another little word of warning, just something to keep in mind. But yeah, she's sending you some great stuff here. So a good luck charm of Spirit, Creator Earth, and then something to keep in mind, the now. So I'm going to say that Creator Earth, the Empress is the Earth. She's the Earth card. The Pentacles are all Earth. There's an earth energy here that suits you very, very well. You need to be, I think it does serve you to be out in nature. And I don't always take cards so literally, but this tells me, if her good luck charm is telling me like, just get out more, enjoy the world, walk around barefoot, do something to get out into nature a little bit more, walk your dog more if you have one, something like that. This is just a little like, hey, you're going to be even happier if you do this. And then just the ever so slightly word of warning is the now, which I don't know what that means, but it could mean, maybe you're focused, and this is part of things are going to be changing for you, but this could be like, enjoy your moment a little bit more. Maybe you dwelling too much on the past, anticipating too much from the future, or like maybe daydreaming or wishing or being in that weird kind of like fog. Just really focus on your now, really enjoy your now. And if you fell into habits here of like imagining certain scenarios playing out a certain way, or what if things were different. Just stop doing that, because things are really going to be great for you and they are changing. And yeah, just enjoy your moment, enjoy your now, get outside, tap into nature a little bit, however that looks for you, do it, and enjoy yourself. And yeah, you're healthy, you're good, things are good for you. So I really hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please let me know. I would love to hear about it. Thank you, pile number 44. And I don't know, maybe that number has a good thing for you. Don't forget it. Okay, thanks so much. Bye. This is my just big fat thank you. Happy New Year. Thanks for listening. I don't know if anyone listens to these thank yous at the end. It's like, I'm trying not to ramble during the video, so this will probably be the space where I wind up rambling way too much. But the whole point is just thank you, really. And I will ask you, if you feel moved or compelled to share a comment, say anything one way or the other, let me know your thoughts, come back and visit, whatever it is. Yeah, I'd love to hear it. So anything you have to share, great. If not, if you just listen to another video, please. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. Have a great one. Yeah. Thank you again. Bye.